Yo, what is up? Welcome back. We got a lot to cover in today's blog post. We got the 2 new tunes. We got the kits to look at. We got the 2 reworked kits to look at. We got all the events for the month of October. We got new skins also to check out. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about all this stuff? Certainly a lot to go over, a lot to cover. I know I'm certainly excited, but yeah, let's get into this. Hi Legends, October is here in DC Legends with Trigon, the Heart of Darkness, Phantom Stranger, the Grey Walker, and reworked Black Adam, and Dr. Fate. Find out about all the month's events below. Phantom Stranger, the Grey Walker, is the daily login hero. I actually thought it was going to be Trigon, so that's kind of interesting. So Phantom Stranger, first kit we're going to look at today. He is a Mystic character. He originally was Energy, but now he is Mystic. The Phantom Stranger is a mysterious figure of immense power. His origins, nature, even his name have never been revealed. First ability, Cosmic Punishment. Special damage to an enemy if Stranger has any immunity buff. 70% extra damage. Legendary, gain awareness and intelligent up. With a basic attack, being able to gain awareness is always nice. Second ability, Arcane Shielding. Apply 75% shield to the main target and 45% to the rest of the allies. 75% shield, that's pretty huge. 65% chance to apply invisibility to self and another random teammate. Legendary, if he does gain invisibility, also gain 3 intelligent ups. Now, I don't like in the legendary, if he gains invisibility, 65% chance to gain invisibility. So the legendary actually only works 65% of the time as well. Ability 3, See-Through, gain damage immunity and 5 speed ups for 3 turns. 75% chance to purge all debuffs on him and to gain debuff immunity. Legendary, if Stranger has less than 3 intelligent ups, purge 2 debuffs from random teammates and gain a permanent intelligent up. This is another one. I mean, gaining damage immunity is nice. Gaining the 5 speed ups is nice, but only 75%. So 3 out of 4 times to purge all debuffs on them. You kind of want that first. I mean, right? You kind of want the debuffs purged, but damage immunity and speed ups is nice. First passive, Magical Entity. At the beginning of his turn, gain intelligent up 3 turns. If Stranger has 3 or more intelligent ups, gain damage immunity. Legendary, if Stranger has 5 or more intelligent ups, remove all intelligent up buffs from the enemy team. Of course, Spectre is a huge deal going on right now. Darkseid is also another high intelligent sort of based character that can gain intelligent ups really quickly. So, I mean, I kind of like it. You can remove all of them, so that's nice. Beyond Mortality, last passive, 50% chance plus 5% chance per intelligent up, max 5, so only 75% total to revive with 50% health and to use See-Through. Guaranteed to revive at least once. Legendary, after reviving, apply 30% shield and debuff immunity to all teammates. So that's nice. You know he's going to guarantee himself at least 1 revive, but this could bring back Huntress. I mean, for lower level players, Huntress is the character that I've always said for low level players you should always get. And she could come back into play, have a little bit more relevance. Huntress can hit super hard. He is a blue. And so, you know, maybe Huntress might come back. So overall, looking at his kit, I think if you can support him and make sure he has all of those intelligent ups, gaining that damage immunity is pretty nice. Plus his third ability also applies damage immunity. He can put debuff immunity on himself, and assuming that he can revive, you know that he can revive, at least unless you prevent it, at least 1 time, and you could also gain debuff immunity. Shield, he gives lots of shield not only to himself and the rest of his allies, gains awareness on his basic. I think his kit looks pretty good. I actually kind of like it. As far as his stats go, he is obviously a more intelligence-based character, but at only 2554 for combined intelligence, that's actually kind of in the middle of the pack, right? I think the highest is somewhere around 3200. So I'm sure he's still going to hit hard, especially since he can gain intelligence quite easily. And to also kind of put it in comparison, I think that Spectre has somewhere around 2,900 intelligence. His speed is also fairly low as well at only 112. That's pretty slow. Moving on to Trigon, the Heart of Darkness. Trigon is an entity made immensely powerful after consuming the Heart of Darkness, but this tool also brings him to his current plane, which forces him to seek brides across other galaxies to expand his domain. First, ability, Thermal Blast, special damage to a single enemy, 10% chance to apply 3 bleeds, 3 diseases per each debuff on the target. 10% chance? Wow, that seems pretty low. Max up to 70, so as long as they have tons of debuff, wait, the 10% chance doesn't go up per each debuff, or is it, if they have 7 debuffs, then it's 70% chance? Seems a little unclear to me. Legendary, 50% critical chance and 30% damage if Trigon has any immunity buff, plus 50% chance and 70% damage if Trigon is overhealed. Okay. Soul consumption, special damage to a single enemy, gain 50 overheal, 50%, 50 what overheal? And 2 mends if the target dies, gain damage immunity. Legendary, transfer up to 6 debuffs from Trigon to the target and steal up to 6 buffs from the target to himself. So I definitely like the legendary point on this. You can kind of, if you have debuffs, you can get rid of them. If they got buffs, you can get those. And so that's pretty nice. I kind of like that. Not sure what the overheal is and the mends. And if the target dies, gain damage immunity. We'll have to see how much damage he does, though. Third ability, Demon Skin. Gain damage immunity. 2 turns. Another damage. This guy, along with the last one, same thing. Both a lot of damage immunity stuff. Purge all debuffs on himself. I really like that. 25% chance plus 25% chance each enemy with below 50% to use soul consumption on a random enemy. Okay, so he can certainly get a lot of buffs very easily. He can certainly steal a lot of buffs, which kind of goes with Trigon himself, right? I kind of like that about this kit. 60% chance to use Thermal Blast on another random enemy if Trigon has 4 or more buffs. So he can actually, with one ability, use all 3 abilities. So with Demon Skin, he can use that. He can proc his soul consumption. Then he can proc his Thermal Blast at the same time. So that's pretty crazy. That might be the first time I've seen in which a single ability can trigger 2 other abilities. Dominion of Evil's first passive. When an enemy attacks an ally, gain intelligent ups 3 turns. If Trigon is overhealed, apply 2 bleeds to the enemy team. Legendary, also call assist from a random teammate to a random enemy. I like the call assist. That's cool. When a ally gets attacked, it's kind of like with Darkseid. Anytime an ally got buffed, Darkseid gained 2, 3, 4 intelligent ups. Can't remember. But if he is overhealed as well, not only does he gain intelligent ups, but he applies bleeds on the entire team. So that could get gross really quick. And then the call assist. Call assist, like the question, you know, something happens. I can't remember what it was in a kit, but if something happens, you know, you get the call assist on a passive ability. It's cool. Gluttony. At the start of any enemy's turn, apply 1 disease per debuff. Also, 50% chance to use soul consumption on a random enemy. Legendary if Trigon is overhealed. 60% chance to apply doom on the enemy. And 3 bleeds to the whole enemy team. Wow, these bleeds can get absolutely out of control. All right, so moral of the story is that keep them overhealed. Whatever it takes to keep them overhealed, that is what you got to do. I love all the call assists. I love all the stealing and the buff transfers and all of that stuff. So that seems really nice. Looking at his stats, they look very similar to the last kit. So I don't think we're necessarily going to go over too much. The speed, again, is slow. Intelligence is, you know, a little low. All the other stats are kind of mid. Crit chance again is low. It basically looks like the same stats. All right, let's check out Black Adam's rework now. Born in ancient Egypt, 10th Adam was granted and then corrupted by the power of the gods. Okay, so first ability, lightning strike, special damage to a single enemy. If the target's HP is below 50%, gain 3 crit damage ups and 2 intelligent ups. If not, plus 30% damage. Legendary, gain 60% turn meter. Now, initially, his kit wasn't awful. So obviously, I think they're doing it probably because of the movie, but his kit wasn't terrible to begin with. So I think a lot of these things are probably going to be just bonus to make him even better. But I'm assuming that the highlighted part is the part that's changed. If the target's below 50%, I'm curious if he gains that before he hits. If not, the plus 30% damage, because if they're not below, then plus 30% damage on the hit. So if they're below 50%, does he gain the crit damage ups and the intelligence up before he hits, just like the plus 30% damage? But if not, I'd kind of rather have just the plus 30% damage to the hit rather than gaining that if that doesn't trigger before the hit. Either way, second ability, Shazam, special damage to all enemies, both plus 30% special damage and purge 4 buffs from the enemy team per dead enemy. So if no dead enemies, no purging buffs. Legendary, use a lightning strike on a random enemy whose HP is below 50%. So obviously, if you can work a tune down really quick on the opposing team, looks like Black Adam's gonna go crazy. All right, Conduct Storm, heavy damage, heavy special damage to and purge 5 buffs from a single enemy. Cooldown +1 on Shazam. Legendary +75% if target's HP is below 50%. So basically, he's one of those kick them while they're down characters, which is nice. I mean, in this game, you know, when they get below a certain percentage, when they're getting really low, it always seems like we hit a tune on the opponent team and they have 1 health left. 1 health. How many times have you attacked somebody, they got 1 health? I think this is the solution to that. They're not going to have 1 health anymore. He's like overkill. You get below 50%, he's going to start hitting hard. Stamina of Shu gains 60% turn meter up and permanent empowered stamina up when an enemy is killed. I like the turn meter up. That's awesome. Also gain 2 permanent intelligent ups and awarenesses. 2 permanent intelligent ups. Okay, I was like, awarenesses can't be permanent. Last final passive, when Black Adam kills an enemy, gain 2 permanent crit chance ups and stun immunity. Also, reset cooldown of Shazam for his next attack is guaranteed to be critical. So overall with this kit, I mean, I certainly like it. It's better than what it used to be. I mean, they just added things, made them better. You know, kind of like what they did with Shazam. You know, Shazam was good. They just needed to boost him up a little bit. But his kit looks really nice. I mean, I really enjoy it. It also says that Black Adam's in-game kit is not as stated here. Please know that this is the final kit and a fix is coming as soon as possible. So whatever it says in the game, this is what it actually is, even though if the text doesn't specifically read that. So I think he's going to be a lot of fun to play, but I said before in past videos, I don't have a single Black Adam fragment on any account. I mean, I might have a couple, but I literally have none because he was the last tune in the very last chapter. I never farmed him. He never came around that often, so I will never see Black Adam probably ever. Another intelligence based as far as the stats go. It looks like his intelligence is over 3,000, so it's better than the previous 2. Speed is about the same, 113. All these characters are pretty slow. Crit chance is higher though. Crit value, same thing. So I mean, the stat boosts stats look better than the other 2 characters. Now moving on to Dr. Fate. Wearing the helm of Naboo transforms Kent Nelson into a powerful sorcerer of Dr. Fate, but at a terrible cost to Kent's mind. Okay, superpowers. First ability, order a raw, heavy special damage to a single enemy and apply heal immunity. That's a nice basic. Applying heal immunity, kind of like how Lex does the same thing. Apply that. Heal immunity. No, he applies buff immunity. That's right. Heal immunity, though, also does help with revives, so that can certainly help. Legendary, 5% true damage against targets with immunity buffs pre-applied. Okay, Naboo's protection. Second ability applies 65% shield and 4 intelligent ups to all allies. That's nice. 65% shield and 4 intelligence ups. That's pretty decent. I mean, I can certainly find a place for that. That's a good. If allies are debuffed, trigger Twist of Fate. Okay, so we'll get to his passive here in a second. Wrath of Osiris, heavy special damage to a single enemy. Apply heal immunity 3 turns. Legendary per 7 buffs from the target and gain 3 intelligent ups. So only if they had a can't miss. That would be the only thing that would make this really nice. Purging all of these buffs is always really cool, but you know, one like Green Lantern in his third ability where he can't miss and purge 7 buffs. I would have liked to seen that can't miss. Here's the first passive that has to do with his second ability, Twist of Fate. At the start of the enemy's turn, 75% chance to deal light special damage to them if they have immunity buffs. Also, damage plus 50% and gain 20% turn meter. So if all allies are debuffed, trigger Twist of Fate. And so that Twist of Fate, 75% chance to deal light special damage if they have immunity buffs. So I'm a little confused here. So if all of our allies are debuffed and Twist of Fate triggers, if they don't have immunity buffs, then this does nothing. You'll get the 20% turn meter on the legendary, but I am a little confused on this. If all allies are debuffed and they don't have immunity debuffs, then I'm a little confused on what exactly happens or if nothing happens. Final ability, ending passive, which may be is he a leader? He might be a leader. I can't remember. I think Dr. Fate was a leader, right? He was a leader. So assuming this is going to be a leader thing. Lord of Order, at the end of the enemy's turn, convert 5 intelligent ups to intelligent downs. Legendary, at the start of battle, gains stun immunity, silence immunity, and enrage immunity, all permanent. The only thing bad about this one is at the end of the enemy's turn. So there are characters that can gain intelligent ups really quick passively. Darkside Spectre. They can gain intelligent ups passively before their turn comes. So each of them could have 8, 10 intelligent ups and still hit like a truck, but after the turn is over, then it converts the intelligent ups to intelligent downs. I would much rather this say, obviously, at the beginning of the enemy's turn instead of at the end, because of like what I just said. Passively, lots of enemies gain intelligent ups, and at the start of their turn, they're going to have lots of intelligent ups and still hit really hard. It doesn't solve the problem. Okay, looking at the stats again, I mean, very similar. Much of these tunes this month, both new and reworked, look very similar. 113 speed, crit chance, same thing as Black Adam. They're basically the same. Intelligence close to 3,000, pretty much the same as Black Adam. So kind of the same, in both ways. But as far as overall impressions of his kit, obviously he's much better. He's definitely much better than he was. There are some really confusing things in here. The Twist of Fate thing, trigger, the Twist of Fate is really confusing to me, especially since there's a possibility Twist of Fate does nothing. The converting intelligent ups to intelligent downs is nice, but at the end of enemy turn kind of makes it less effective to me. I like the shield, I like the intelligent ups, etc. And I like the purging of the buffs, but no can't miss. He's definitely better. He's just not as good as I think he could have been. PvP board completion for this month is Deadman, which he is one of my absolute favorite characters in the game. If you do not have Deadman fragments, now is the time to start farming some PvP board clears, because he can be placed in just about any single team comp. He is so plug and play. His call assist is probably one of the top 2 call assists in the entire game. He has buff purge, he has stun, and permanent invisibility. PvP arena tournaments for this month. We got Black Adam first week, Ultraviolet Lantern second, Dr. Fate, then the Question. All of those are pretty solid. Ultraviolet Lantern is probably the worst one out of all of them, and he's not even that bad. Showdown tournaments, 2 showdown tournaments, both rewarding stripe fragments. The board clear for those tournaments is Necron, bro. Another one of my dogs. Like, I've fallen in love with Necron. He's another leader, but I love his kit. I think he's fantastic. He might not be considered the best of characters, but I really like him. But Stripe is definitely better than Bane. I will have to say that. All right, so Blitz tournaments. 2 new Blitz tournaments. Only Aliens from October 7th to 9th. And then Mystic from 21 to 23, both rewarding gems. Then we got Siege, Trigon, begun on 10/3, ending on 10/24. Bonus heroes, Phantom Stranger, Trigon, Black Adam, Dr. Fate. And then the other ones, Blackfire, White Lantern, Sinestro. Punchline is awesome. Cassandra Kane is awesome. White Lantern Sinestro is pretty good too. And I actually kind of like Blackfire too. So not awful. Not awful. Maybe not necessarily the best synergy crazy, but the White Lantern Sinestro with the revives and stuff is really cool. All right, more October events. 10-day challenge, Phantom Stranger. We know about that one. For the 6-day challenge, we got Poison Ivy. That's amazing. And then Penguin for the next one. Both of those, fantastic. I definitely need more Poison Ivy fragments. I definitely need Penguin fragments. So Team Challenge Daughter of Darkness awards you Raven fragments. So that's cool. Event eligible list. Manbat, Croc, Poison, Dr. Poison, Punchline, Nightwing, Lobo, Phantom Stranger, Steppenwolf, Mongol, Doomsday, Desaad, Bloodsport, Trigon, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, Parasite, John Constantine, Enchantress. I'll be honest, Team Challenge, the Team Challenge, I don't remember what Team Challenge means. Moving on to the raid, starts September 28th, which is today, which I haven't even started yet. Event end October 2nd. Make sure you prepare for the upcoming villains. And I'm looking down at the skit and I see Azrael and it looks like a new helmet and all that stuff. I think I'm about to get excited. Oh my God, dude. Medieval. This is probably one of the sickest skins I've seen in a long time. Yo, look at his like Crusader sword. Holy cow. This is probably one of the best skins I have seen in certainly a long time. I really like this skin. Top 500 only in raids. Not possible for me. I've never even come close to that. I've never even finished all of the milestones before in raids. That is one of the drawbacks to having my high account is only level 70. It's really hard to, you know, get there with that. But that skin is sick. It's coming to the store eventually, so be ready for that when that comes. That is certainly a must buy for me. That skin is amazing. During the event, Harley Quinn will be available in the store. Holy cow. Harley Quinn Bombshell. Now, which Harley Quinn does this go to? Is this Harley Quinn quite vexing or the other Harley Quinn? Either way though, Bombshell skin for Harley Quinn, amazing. I love this. That's gonna be the $9.99 skin and probably a buy for me. I mean, that looks really good. Does it have a date? No. Then we got the old skins for the month of October. We got Bizarro. Dude, I love that skin. Enchantress, that's a pretty good one. I like that one as well. Both of those better than their original skin. Enchantress looks like October 9th. Bizarro, New 52, October 16th. Then we got the 4 characters receiving stat boost, and I already peaked. And I'm really excited about this one. I mean, the top one's nice. Killer Frost, I've always liked Killer Frost. She's fantastic. I really like her with characters like Hawk Girl, stun-based characters. She can do tons of damage. She can certainly smack if the right situation comes up. And so I'm really liking that stat boost. But the one I saw was Artemis. Bro, Artemis back in the day was certainly a character that you had to be scared of because she could hit really hard, has definitely been power crept. So I don't know exactly what boosts that they're doing, like which of the stats they're actually boosting. But just to see that Artemis is getting a stat boost, yo, that's really nice. And then we got a booster gold, which is also pretty good. He's a really good tune from back in the day. Back in the day, he was a fantastic character. Another one that's definitely been power crept. So I'll be interested to see how much both Artemis and Booster Gold, how much they are now played. Because if their stats are on par with the rest of the newer characters, they can get scary. And then finally, we got Scarecrow, Master of Fear for the final stat boost. I've never actually played with Scarecrow, so I'm really not sure. Absolute fantastic blog post. So much good things coming to DC Legends. 2 reworks, 2 new characters, 4 stat boosts, 2 new skins, all the events. So much going on. A lot to look forward to for this next month. Y'all are going to have to let me know in the comments. What are you most excited for? What do you think of the 2 new skins? We should be coming out with a video soon at the start of October that's for all the newer players, lower level players, that kind of talks about what you should concentrate farming on. I think I'm going to do a farming tier list for all that's going to be available to farm, including all the events and the new characters and red alerts and all that stuff. But either way, though, hopefully you did enjoy. Hit the thumbs up on your way out, and hopefully I see y'all again soon. Good luck in all of your raids. Y'all take it easy. Until next time, guys, we're out. Peace.